Good afternoon, everyone. One of high school soccer's greatest rivalries is renewed today as the East Brunswick Bears host the St. Joe's Falcons in a Greater Middlesex Conference tilt. I'm Phil Peterson here at J. Doyle Field in East Brunswick, and I'll be calling the play-by-play of today's action. The Bears have achieved lofty status in recent weeks and are currently placed as the #1 team in New Jersey. Sporting a record of 8-0, East Brunswick is poised to take a run at the Group 4 state championship this fall. Head coach Dan Hastings acknowledges the fact that, with their top ranking, the Bears are playing with a figurative bullseye on their heads. With a veteran group of players, Coach Hastings feels this could be their year, sensing the special chemistry of this Bears team. In the Bears' path, however, appears the Falcons of St. Joe's. Coach Michael Boyle's crew is experiencing growing pains, fielding a team with only 5 returning starters and an entirely new midfield. Posting a 3-5-1 record to date, O'Boyle is looking for someone to separate themselves from the pack and take charge on the field. The Bears defeated the Falcons 3-0 in an early season meeting at Metuchen. In spite of the Falcons' record, a victory over East Brunswick today would make their season a success. Meanwhile, the Bear juggernaut will attempt to polish their play as they seek loftier goals. Sit back and relax. We'll be back in a moment with the kickoff of today's action. The teams have taken the field for the start of today's match. Going from right to left on your screen, the East Brunswick Bears in their white jerseys and green shorts. St. Joe's Falcons from Metuchen in their black jerseys with green numbers, black shorts. Going from left to right. Referees checking their clocks to synchronize, and we're underway. We'll get to the starting lineup so we get a little pause in the action. Sprinting down the right wing, Jamil Abreu. Pedowitz forces him out of bounds. Shlomi. Abreu again off Pedowitz. It'll be a St. Joe's throw. Headed out by Danny Miller, right down the middle. Shlomi in a race with Patrick Mahoney. Shlomi shielding the ball, looking for help. Headed away by Jared Pedowitz. And taking the throw will be Michael Kladek. Massive players over there. Matt Naples for St. Joe's almost lost a few teeth on that one, ducking down. Oop. Pedowitz has his pocket picked by Abreu, and he'll take the throw. It's about a minute and a half into today's action. Breaking down, Zach Simi scores. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll take that back. Just shot it wide to the left, or the Bears would have jumped out to an early 1-0 lead. But instead it'll be a goal kick for the Falcons. Starters for St. Joe's today, the goalkeeper, Nick Krolak. Number 3, Patrick Mahoney. Number 4, Chris Rotondo. Number 6, Matt Naples. Number 7, Jamil Abreu. Number 8, Nick Fleck. Number 9, Chris Tice. Number 10, Ruben Solar. Number 15, Robert Rush. Number 22, Chris Johnson. And number 26, Mike Kladak. Play confined to the middle third of the field so far. Pursuit by Fikebom. Ball kept in play by Adam Toplitsky. Taking over for the injured Keith Richings over at right back. Richings coming off of arthroscopic knee surgery for the Bears. Ruben Soler dragging towards the middle. Over dribbling there, gets it stripped away by Danny Miller. Headmans it over to Zach Simi. Miller overlapping from his sweeper position. And he'll try to set up with Brian Cohen. Jared Pedowitz, miraculously still with it. And swept away on a nice play. Chris Johnson trying to find somebody down the middle with no avail. So there with a little chip. Race for it, though. Bobby Reese took that flick right in the face. Looks like he's a little stunned right now. Terrific hustle by the Falcons' Pat Mahoney. Just enough pace on that little chip ball down the middle where Reese was caught in no man's land. He stood his ground and took a shot right in the face with the ball. Looked stunned for a minute, but St. Joe's couldn't capitalize on it. Starting for the Bears today, as we said, keeper Bobby Reese. In the midfield, Eric Feichbaum, Baj Gill, Mike Spadafino. Stopper Brian Cohen. Forward Nick Pino. Sweeper Danny Miller. Back Jared Pedowitz. Forward Yaron Shlomi. And defender Adam Toplitsky. And forward Zach Simi. Feichbaum with a quick one-timer. And that should set your lineups for you. Nick Krolak for the Falcons. Headed back on the challenge with Zach Simi. Miller with Chris Johnson on his tail, knocks it out the side. Coach Michael Boyle for the sidelines over on the Falcons side, roaming down, barking out orders to his team. Miller right down the middle. Feichbaum taken down by Chris Rotondo. I think at this point we should put a pacemaker on the St. Joe's coach. As I said at the outset, it's a very young team, replacing their entire midfield this year. You know, 4 players there might not sound like a lot, but that's where your playmaking and key decision-making comes from. Miller flicking it back down the middle. Flicked on by Nick Pino. Yaron Shlomi trying to get it back to Pino. Cohen looking to switch fields. Puts it down the middle to Simi, who knocks it down for Feichbaum. There's one golden opportunity for each team. 7 minutes into this match. Zach Simi taking a shot that went wide. Just barely. Little flick on, headed out nicely. Ruben Soler back for St. Joe's. Taken down by Shlomi. And the Falcons will get a free kick deep in their own end. The St. Joe's opportunity came on just a marvelous chip ball down the middle, just out of the reach of Bobby Reese, the keeper for the Bears. And he caught one flush in the face. Looked a little stunned for a while, but recovered in time to prevent any further harm. Feichbaum stripped away. Man, St. Joe's applying a little pressure right now. They've had their struggles this season with the young team. Probably their low point was a loss to J.P. Stevens earlier this year, 2-0. Semi flick on to Pino. Gill. Feichbaum back to Gill, looking for switch fields. No decisions over there. Adam Toplitsky. Quick touch through to Cohen. No matter the success or failure of either team at a point in the season, when they get together, records don't matter. Kind of like the Army-Navy game in college football. Swings it wide, Pedowitz. St. Joe's patience on defense, marking tightly. Spadafino try to slide one across the middle. Pedowitz deep in the St. Joe's end, up from his fullback spot. Shot, oh, great save. Feichbaum with a rocket from less than about 10 yards out, and only a quick reaction by Nick Krolak prevented the Bears from going up 1-0. Any rebound whatsoever, and Zach Simi would have had to be able to walk the ball into the net. Cohen forward to Pino. Gill. Shielded by Simi, flicked on. Tried to get a return pass to Simi. Gill breaking in on the left side, caught up to by Bob Rush. Cohen with the long cross to the far post. Miller judging the ball. Tries to head it forward. That'll be a race with Chris Johnson and Adam Toplitsky. Coach Hastings couldn't rave enough about the play at Toplitsky in place of the injured Keith Richings. And we'll get a corner kick for the Bears. For those of you who might have just turned in, nearly 12 minutes into the first half of this Greater Middlesex Conference Red Division match between the East Brunswick Bears and the Falcons of St. Joe's. Miller with the header, tries to knock it down. Couldn't quite get all of it. Now he's got to hustle back to a sweeper position. Ruben Soler sprinting down the right side. Still in possession. Yeah, we'd have an offside call, but the referee failed to get back in time. As Chris Johnson was a good 3 to 4 yards off. Oh, nice play by Bobby Reese to keep it out of the box. Miller tripped up. Almost a dangerous pass. Falcons letting the Bears know they're not going to have a lot of time or space to work with today. Bajgill coming back, sees Teplitsky. St. Joe's patiently lining up, keeping the Bear forwards up top. Miller to Gill. Cohen. We have a takedown by Pedowitz. Referee's trying to keep play under control as these two teams have had many memorable battles over the years. Now we got another collision. It's Adam Teplitsky. Looks like he took an elbow in the head that time. He got his bell rung. And the Bears can ill afford to have another defender. And we're going to hold the clock for a minute. So the trainer's cart goes on the field. Adam up. Looks like Arthur Lysenko warming up to go in for Adam Teplitsky. Sophomore for sophomore here. White Cherry got his bell rung. It's a good hard collision. Johnson came up with the elbow. Did not look intentional, but Adam will come off for a rest. And now that he's off the field, the referees are ready to get going, but both teams taking advantage of the break to get some water in their system. It's cold and raw as it was for the girls' game the other night. It's completely opposite today. Temperature's got to be about 80 degrees. And Miller with the restart for the Bears on the free kick. Mahoney trying to slide tackle the ball away. And Abreu will knock it out. Pino trying to step up, just short of the ball. Good play by Lysenko. Just shielded the ball. Ruben Solar. And taken down again by Johnson. He's got something for the right back of the Bears today. It's 3 fouls called against him. Bears have got to be a little quicker off the ball as, again, St. Joe's is giving them no space at all out there. Play the ball to space. Pino. Over to Spadafino. And an easy save for Krolak. Bobby Rush looking for some movement. And he'll get another crack at it deep in the Bears' end. See the arm on Matt Naples. Deep throw right in the box, punched out by Bobby Reese. Quick touch up to Simi. See if they can capitalize on it. St. Joe's back quickly, but the defender slips down. Oh, just missed. Chris Tice just got his back in the way. Otherwise, your own Shlomi was in all alone on the keeper. Hard charge, Chris Johnson in. Couldn't get a hold of it. And looks like we're going to have a penalty kick. As Chris Johnson was taken down in the box, referee did not hesitate to blow the whistle and stop his clock. It's like Pat Mahoney's going to step up and take the kick for the for the Falcons. At the 17-minute mark. And score by Pat Mahoney. And St. Joe's jumps out on top 1-0 on a penalty kick. Well, it's always tough as a keeper being at the opposite end of a penalty kick, but actually probably the best place to take a penalty kick is right down the middle because the keeper's going to be diving one way or the other. And for one of the very rare times, maybe even the first time this year, the Bears are looking at a deficit. And now all of a sudden they've got a battle on their hands. Like I said at the beginning, being #1 in the state at this point in time is not necessarily a good thing. Everybody wants to bump off #1, even if you're having a struggling season. Beating the top team in the state will do wonders for your attitude and your morale. John O'Channon waiting for the signal from the referee to come in. He'll replace Zach Simi. Key moment in this game so far, aside from the penalty kick, is the break-in by Simi. Shot just barely wide to the left side. Had the keeper beaten cleanly, but couldn't capitalize. Gill couldn't get a touch on it. Shannon, the fight bomb. See everybody amassed about anywhere from 16 to 18 yards from the goal, just lined up like soldiers over there. Probably 15, 16 players there. Fight bomb trying to get in. Johnson breaking in again. And Petowitz does a nice job to come back and sweep the ball away from him. Once Johnson beat Miller, it looks like he hesitated a bit, allowing Petowitz to catch up to him. Rishi Wadhira and Mike Dudjak limbering up on the sidelines for their chance to get in the game. Corner swung in. Headed back in by Chris Rotondo. Not a lot of space to work with out there by either team. See if Shlomi can get something going. And what here, and Dujak will be coming in, replacing Eric Feichbaum and Nick Pino for the Bears. Dujak moving over to the States from Poland. Grade-wise, he's a junior, but because of his age, this may be his last year, his only year of eligibility, depending on a state ruling. Looking at ball come through. Dujak scores! Beautiful shot. He played that ball perfectly. And Mike Dujak ties it up for the Bears at 1-1. Very patient on that long cross. Waited for it, settled it down, and the ball's about knee high, just volleyed a rocket right into the net. And that brings the crowd to life. Substitution being made by Coach O'Boyle for the Falcons. Bobby Rush coming out in his place will be number 11, Faris Fakaroy. Bears stepping up the pace now. Dujak seems to have woken him up. Tries to play the ball into Shlomi. Inadvertent handball, good non-call by the official as the ball played the hand as opposed to the other way around. Cohen stripped away by Abreu. Nice keep in by Faris Fakaroy. Be a little dangerous on the pronunciation if I'm not correct there. Gill screening Cohen. Cohen takes one off the nugget. Spadafino trying to keep it in. Gill. Everyone compressed into the middle third of the field. Rishi Wadera. And Krolak. A long punt. Headed back in by Cohen. Shlomi trying to cut back to his left. Touched through by Cohen. I don't think that was a very good call. Pedowitz kept his hands down and just went straight up on that head ball. Not a good call. .24 minutes into the first half. Bears and St. Joe's tied at 1. But a very tight match, very little room to maneuver so far. Gill with a little space, probably the most he's had all day. Dujak and Wadera sprinting after it. Plays it back for the attempted quick cross. I don't know, at some point you got to put the whistle in your pocket. Long free kick. Gill, the playmaker in the middle. Pat Mahoney down the left side. Pedowitz, nice slide tackle. Call Pedowitz for a dangerous play. He's putting himself in danger that time. Mahoney with a admittedly rotten free kick that time as he put a low one right into the feet of the Bears. Cohen, Slomy trying to win it with speed here. Breaks down the left side. He's got Dujak on the far right if he can find him. Slides it through. Oh, not enough on it. Had the right idea, just needed a little more pace on that ball. Wheeler with a restart to Cohen. Miller sprinting up the left side. Gets a return pass. Nice cross through, nobody in there. Now Miller's got to hope for some coverage as he's caught out of his sweeper position. Johnson down the left side. Toplitsky in the middle. Good play. Great play. Pedowitz step for step with the Falcon opponent. Denies him the cross. Corner kick off the football goal post. Bobby Reese surveying the scene. Puts one right about in the circle. You don't necessarily need to be fast in a game like this, just very quick in your decision making and your footwork, because there is just no breathing space out there. St. Joe's hitting the ground quite a bit, trying to slide tackle. Nice cutback by Cohen. Miller to Spadafino down the left side, see what he can do with it. Not quite sure what that call was for. Restart, Miller. Touches wide to Wadhira. Cross back. Being a #1 team in the state's going to bring out the best in your opponents. As with the girls varsity soccer team the other night. Probably the hardest challenge right now, twofold. Keeping everybody healthy. Nice shot. Dujak almost had his second of the day. He twisted and turned and danced around and finally got a hard cross off. Nick Krolak was right on it for the Falcons. Keeping the injuries to a minimum and keeping your mental aspect, keeping your focus out there. Two biggest challenges right now for Coach Haston. Adam Teplitsky, the sophomore, will take the throw in over on the far right side. Jerome Shlomi checking back to the ball, cuts it back. Nice play by Nick Fleck, the senior back. Very patient back there. Gill brings it over to his left. A little nonchalant as Kevin Hudson nearly stripped him of the ball. Collin with a long poke to Shalomi. Drags it right to left, looking for space. Nice cutback, nice first touch by Spadafino. Dujak over to Shalomi. Long cross, who's in there for the Bears? Rishi Wadira with the attempt. Didn't get as much of a foot on the ball. Nice through ball to Kevin Hudson. Mahoney. Johnson. A little nonchalant in that pass back to Mahoney. St. Joe's trying to penetrate, but too clogged up in the middle. John O'Shannon trying to find Wadira down the right side. And we're going to get a call against the Falcons for charging. And we're going to get a stoppage of play here as the referee's going to yellow card number 11, Faris Fakhori. And he'll come out of the game for a while, which is good for me because I'm having a heck of a time trying to pronounce his name. And in a 1-for-1 move, Mike Dujak will come out for a well-deserved rest, place of Zach Simi. Dujak really woke up this Bears team first couple of minutes out there, energized the team, scored a tying goal. It's been a buzzsaw out there ever since. Now he'll come off for a rest. And clock will start on the kick. Cohen plays it in the middle. John O'Shannon tried to half volley, but got just under it far enough. He spun off his foot. Cohen will deliver it into the box again. Referee's going to do a drop ball. Couldn't see who it went off of. Cohen shielding from 2 defenders, and he is ridden by Kevin Hudson. See if Shlomi can hook this from left to right. Try to hit Wadira or Simi or Spadafino breaking through. Good ball in the box. Headed down by Wadira. Spadafino with a shot. Oh, off the post. And Simi with a rebound. Could not get a foot on it. Hudson with speed, dogging Adam Teplitsky. Miller through to Channon. Shlomi with Chris Tice right on his back. Wadira knocks it off the Falcon player. It'll be a bare throw. About 4.5 minutes remaining in this first half. Game all tied up at 1 between the East Brunswick Bears and the Falcons of St. Joe's. And we're back underway. Akore beats Cohen. Farris doing a admirable job with 2 defenders down there on him. And he draws a free kick for the Falcons. Deep down the corner. Almost like a short corner kick for St. Joe's. Movement from Mahoney, weaving his way around the box. And nice play by Rishi Wadhira to knock it out of the zone. And you can sense that call coming. Pedowitz with his hands up in the air. Miller nails it out with his left foot. Hudson, 1-on-1 against Pedowitz. Nice cross, nice shot, score! By Faris Fakoroy. The beautiful 1-on-1 move by Kevin Hudson to beat the defender. Got a hard cross out there, and Fakoroy came out of nowhere. Basically was parallel to the ground. He knocked that in with his left foot. And the Falcons jump up 2-1 with just under 3 minutes left in the first half. Well, I'm sure Coach Hastings is going to have a little talk at halftime about focus and complacency. See See, St. Joe's a lot more vigorous in their play on those 50-50 balls out there. Deep down, even when you're undefeated, though, you're not expecting to beat everybody 5 and 6 to nothing. And you're also, even though you won't admit it, you kind of would like a tough challenge out there, even if you go down, because then you find out what your team's really made of. And the reason for the stoppage right now is you got a St. Joe's player down the far side of the field, right by the sideline. May have got the wind knocked out of him by the way he's laying there prone. And the East Brunswick trainer's car, which probably logs 20,000 miles a year. And we'll take a pause for a minute while they administer the St. Joe's injured player. And the referees are looking at their clock, restarting the game on the whistle with a free kick. Colin with the header. Gill trying to turn, but again, no space out there. Spadafino. Good play by Nick Fleck. Channa with a touch out wide to Wadira. Simi with a back heel to nobody. Miller with a step up. Not much time left in the half. Slomi trying to turn on his first touch. 2 people on him. Cuts back to the right. Well, from listening to Coach O'Boyle prior to the game, you just thought St. Joe's was ripe for a shellacking today. And right now, as we approach halftime, he's got his team on top 2-1 on goals by Patrick Mahoney off a penalty kick. And Faris Fakroy with 3 minutes left in the half. Goal by East Brunswick's Mike Dugziak. And that's where we are, 2-1 St. Joe's. We'll be back for the second half in a moment. And team's back on the field after getting halftime instructions. Referees checking to make sure both keepers are in position. And the Bears are finding themselves on the short end of a 2-1 score as we begin the second half of play. Eric Feichbaum, who did not see a lot of time in the first half, surprisingly. I don't know whether he's been battling a little illness or injury. Inadvertent handball, referee's not going to call that. Bears pushing more numbers forward. Gill with a head ball. Pino jumped into by Chris Rotundo. Spadafino. Vic Krolak, who came up with some sterling saves in the first half. Gives St. Joe's the opportunity to climb back and go ahead in this game. Say, open up the game 1-0. Pike bomb now on the right. One-on-one, the long hard cross. Headed out by Nick Fleck. Sturdy sweeper for the Falcons. Bears lining up from the far side of the box. That's going to go off the Bears. Teplitsky flicks it back to Miller. Jared Padowitz loses sight of the ball. Recovers Spadafino on the left. Shannon back through the middle. Cohen has it stripped away by Abreu. And Abreu counters quickly to Johnson, who stumbles. Again, speed isn't so much a factor here as quickness. Quickness and decision. St. Joe's spending a lot of their time on the ground. It's going to take a lot of energy. Pike bomb directly in. Hits one. Like he tried to hit it towards the far post, but hit the inside part of the ball and had it spin right towards Krolak. Gill, Pike bomb again, one-on-one. Drags it through the space. Flicks it through to Spadafino, lets it run wide. And Yaron Shalomi, after an extended halftime for him, returns to the game. Krolak. Gill on Mahoney. Pike bomb, cuts it back nicely to Gill, who's going to try to switch fields. Shannon drags it down the middle. Kind of a small mental error that time as Shannon was coming down the middle. Pino should have been starting his run, but waited until the pass was made. By then it was too late. Hudson down the corner to Johnson. Miller on him, long ball. Abreu trying to volley that in. Shannon. Gill. Pino. Nice ball down the right side of Pike bomb. Spadafino once again letting that ball run way wide, taking himself out of an angle. Padowitz with a flying leap. He was held off by Kevin Hudson, but having control of the ball, he might have been inclined to let him play on with the advantage rule. Padowitz. Pino trying to get a shot off. Solar. Eric Fikebom, the senior. Pino is player on his back. St. Joe's putting a lot of pressure on the ball. The Bears can make the again these quick decisions, quick passes. St. Joe's going to run out of gas. I'd say with about 10-15 minutes left, look for the Bears to be all over them. Quick cutback. Spadafino, and he'll get the throw in. Gill to take the kick from the left side. Headed in, oh, right at the keeper. The only possible way he could have saved that ball. And we're going to get a yellow card against the assistant coach for St. Joe's. Obviously said something that did not agree with the referee. Being shown a second yellow card, and we'll get a red card. Meanwhile, Nick Krolak waits patiently on the 18-yard with the ball on the 18-yard line. And we're back underway. Adam Toplitsky. That call will go against Gill. Matt Naples taking the free kick just on the Bear side of midfield. Bobby Reese camps underneath that. And St. Joe's assistant coach being ejected from the match. See if the Falcons can use that as a rallying point. Naples going left to right. Solar dribbling the ball right at the defender there, but Miller takes it away. Slomy back to Channon. Gill. Miller moving up the wing. Moving up into the offense now. Pikebaum with an intercept. Cohen with Hudson right on him. Well, right now the steady defensive play of Nick Fleck, goalkeeping of Nick Krolak, and the sheer speed of Kevin Hudson up front. Referee put his whistle in his pocket that time as John O'Channon went down in the box. Play starting to get a little bit chippy out there as we go deeper into the second half, and the Falcons out on top 2-1. Miller will curl it back to the right side. Ryan Cohen underneath that one, heads it out. And a foul against John O'Shannon as Joe D'Andrea was all over his back. Poor first touch by Jared Pedowitz. And the referees have held the clock while the injured player regains himself. Spadafino runs out of sideline there. And St. Joe's will take the throw on the right side. Kevin Hudson gets the ball across for Chris Johnson, just out of his reach. Cohen to Nick Pino. Kept in by the referee. It saved a Bear throw-in. Instead, St. Joe's counters. Bobby Reese way out in his box. Pino with Michael Kladick on him. Pike Baum streaking down the right side, looking for help. He's going to drag it to the middle and take a shot himself. Smothered by Nick Krolak. Cohen with a little space. Salami with probably more space he's had all day. Quick down the right side as St. Joe's is starting to drag a little. Quick shot, oh, over the crossbar. See some of the Falcon players starting to drag a little bit. Maybe if there is such a thing as over-hustling for balls earlier in this half, starting to run out of gas instead of playing a little smarter out there, as the Bears have had a couple of glorious opportunities, but can't get that tying goal in. Pino. Cohen spins around, trying to get away from Hudson. And Kevin Hudson's going to get called for a yellow card. The hard slide tackle on Dan Miller. He'll come out probably till the next stoppage. And he'll be replaced by David Perrone, getting his first action of the day. We'll restart with a kick. Cohen with his teammates lined up on the left side of the box. Swing it over there. Krolak with a beat on it. McPino coming out in favor of Sac-Simi. The long toss. Krolak up for the challenge. Cohen, Feichbaum. Slomi. Back heel, blind pass over to Feichbaum, but couldn't connect. Slomi trying to make something happen on his own through the middle, but just ran out of space. Chris Johnson. We're going to have stoppage of play here. As David Perrone gets a yellow card, having just come in for Kevin Hudson. And now Kevin Hudson will come back in for David Perrone. Almost 16 minutes into this second half. More whistles in the first 16 minutes of this half than there was in the 40 minutes of the first half. Simi with a takeaway, but he runs out of room. Owen plays it back into the Falcon zone. Shlomi with a quick turn, well defended. We're going to have a call against Shlomi for having his hands on the back of Pat Mahoney. Good takeaway. Hard tackling on both sides of the field right now. Now we're getting a little out of control here. We'll have a stoppage of the play as we try to sort out Danny Miller on the ground. Well, the Bears can ill afford to have Miller, 3-year starter for the Bears, come out of the match.
Give me some water, somebody. Do you want me to go over there so we can play a man down? And I'll get red card. Who's your head?
And we'll take a little break while they administer to Danny Miller. We'll be back in a moment. And Dan Miller will come off on the sideline for a while. Brian Cohen will drop back to a sweeper. And Mike Dudziak, the spark plug of the day for the Bears, will check into the game. Matt Naples with the restart. Hits Abreu on the hand. Mahoney challenged by Simi. Gill with a touchdown right down the middle. Feichbaum trying to break down the right side. Nobody can get the ball to him. In case you just joined us, we're 18 minutes into the second half. With this fierce rivalry between the St. Joe's Falcons and the East Brunswick Bears. Bears ranked #1 in the state, but right now they're #2 on the scoreboard, down 2-1. Cohen heads it out. Johnson. Hudson breaking to the left. And Hudson gets a piece of his shirt and he'll be called. He's got to be careful. Another yellow card, and they'll be playing a man short, and Hudson will be out for another game. Feichbaum into Pedowitz. John O'Channon back in for Zach Simi. Pedowitz stepping up. Harmless volley out of play and be a goal kick. Jared trying to lobby with the official for a corner kick. And it looks like he's going to get it. Low hard kick. Bears with everybody up into the offense. Even sweeper Adam Toplitsky, or assuming a sweeper position now as Brian Cohen pushes forward. Gill keeps it alive. Pedowitz somehow sneaks it through to Feichbaum. And he couldn't control it. Yeah, we got an obstruction call against St. Joe's as Jamil Abreu kind of ducked under on that 50-50 high ball and took the legs out from underneath Pedowitz. Krolak been a rock back there in goal for the St. Joe's Falcons. Becoming more and more apparent that if the Bears are going to come back in this game, they're going to have to do it without the services of Danny Miller. Mike Dudjak, see what he can do. Spadafino with a cross. Setting up Gill. Touch through, but nobody coming onto the ball. Not a particularly good call, as Feichbaum was in an onside position at the time the ball got played to him, but referee saw it differently. I think Coach O'Boyle has had more of a workout than his players today over there on the St. Joe's sidelines. Johnson and Hudson. Hudson. Some weariness starting to set in on both teams as after days of cool, damp weather. Got a warm 80-degree afternoon. St. Joe's with a long throw. They're not concerned so much about scoring another goal as they are with protecting this lead. Spadafino. Too late on the pass. Again, quickness and decision making. It's going to be the key if they're going to get back into this one. Feichbaum. Double team. Somehow he sneaks through. And he shot. Oh, what a great save by Krolak. Spadafino hit a one-timer from about 6 yards out. And just sheer reaction on the part of Nick Krolak. And a quick clear by his defender. Keeps the game at 2-1. Falcons are in. Oh, nice play by Bobby Reese. Tremendous play. As Hudson was all but walking the ball into the net. Bobby Reese did the only thing he could to come out and smother that ball, and he got a hand on it and made a great, great play. Let's see if that can fire up the Bears. Still plenty of time left. We've got about 16 and a half minutes. Got to be patient, but again, a little quicker on the decisions here. Dudjak trying to gain position against Chris Rotundo. Nice cutback. He runs out of room on the end line. And it'll be a goal kick for St. Joe's. And we'll get a goal kick. Will flick on by Mike Klodek. St. Joe's with a quick counter. Johnson, Mahoney dropping down the wing. Spadafino to an open wing. Slomy up there alone with 3 defenders back, but somehow the Bears intercept. Jack swings it wide to Slomy. The Fike bomb down the right side. Got time. Let's see what he can do with it. Quick cross, headed down. Oh! Spectacular save by Krolak. He's having a game of his career right now. As Baj Gill positioned himself for Fike bomb's cross. Headed it right down. Kaplitsky dogged by Abreu. Pedowitz knocked back in by Naples. Johnson, Mahoney. Got John Pease in the game back at stopper back for East Brunswick. And we're going to get a yellow card against number 26, Mike Klodek, and he'll have to come out for a break. And Pedowitz shanks that one badly. You can sense some frustration setting in right now. Yaron Shlomi being shadowed all over the field by Chris Tice. And John Pease is clipped from behind. Quick restart. Baj with a handful of St. Joe's jersey. Makes it through. See if he takes one. Fike bomb. Couldn't find Shlomi breaking out to the right. Cohen finds Dujak. And you got Chris Johnson one-on-one with the keeper. Toplitsky with a hustle back. Score by St. Joe's. Chris Johnson puts the Falcons up 3-1. And the Bears have a tremendous hill to climb if they want to try to maintain not only their #1 record in the state, but their positioning in the Greater Middlesex Conference. Dujak through to Simi. St. Joe's piling the defense back. Oh, considering the paths these seasons, the seasons have taken for these two teams, this is a major upset in the making here, folks. Bears play a little sense of desperation now. Quick restart. Shlomi. Cohen tries to shake off a step on the foot. Missed kick by Chris Tice. And we're going to have another stoppage. Number 13, Joe Andrea. Picks up the 4th yellow card for St. Joe's today. Actually 5 if you count the 2 to the assistant coach, which resulted in the ejection. Just under 8 minutes left on the match. The Bears have got to strike quickly. Shlomi will take the throw in. Spadafino. And St. Joe's spent most of their game on the ground. John Peace. To Gill, back to Peace. Back to... And we're going to have another stoppage. Chris Rotondo. St. Joe's best beyond their behavior. They're going to be missing some players for a long stretch. Any more yellow cards? Well, it's safe to say up till now, Nick Krolak for St. Joe's, the keeper, has been far and away the star of this game, making some incredible saves. Low hard kick by Shlomi. Nice play by Adam Toplitsky as he elevated up there to get over the much taller Robert Moran. Good job by John Peace to keep it in. Gill. Johnson on Reese. Hands on the back by Abreu. Tudjak just couldn't get in on DeAndrea. For the Falcons to kind of slow up the pace, the balance of this game with frequent substitutions. So referees in high school do not add time on for substitutions or injuries. Spadafino. Little chip to Fikebom. In case you just joined us, we've got about 4 minutes left in the second half of this contest. The Bears, ranked #1 in New Jersey, according to the Star Ledger poll, are at the wrong end of a 3-1 score right now to their arch rivals from St. Joe's and Metuchen. The Bears having defeated St. Joe's 3-0 earlier this season in Metuchen. O'Boyle walking back with his defender down the sideline. Well, this will surely make the Falcons season as rough as it's been. Shlomi to Spadafino. Got Dujak on the other side. Ball across. Oh, just out of the reach. Dujak with a valiant effort to get that cross. Just couldn't reach it in time. Try it again. Well, John Peace will get a call for that hold. Fikebom. Handball down by Spadafino, but no call by the referee. Fikebom with a quick shot. Simi trying to maneuver. And a score by the Bears. Yeah, it's a 3-2 game with barely 2 minutes left. Well, we'll see what happens now, whether it's too little, too late, but that all-important third goal by St. Joe's is really looming big right now. Teplitsky, nice play to keep the ball in. Need some communication back there. There's only about a minute left. And we're going to have a stoppage as one of the St. Joe's players is Michael Kladick down in the field. right, we're going to take a quick pause and be back in a moment. Well, another player in this match carted off the field. By my unofficial clock, we've got about 40 seconds left in this match. But the free kick to the Bears, to the Falcons. And they're just going to look to play it deep down the corner. Semi. About 30 seconds left, and Cohen will line up on the offensive side of midfield. Flicked on. And it'll go out of play. And we'll have a goal kick for the Falcons. And they are going to be in no hurry to take this one. Referee looking at his watch. Short goal kick. And that'll do it. A major upset. The St. Joe's Falcons, having an abysmal season, have come up big against the #1 team in the state, defeating the East Brunswick Bears 3-2. On behalf of the crew here at EBTV, I'm Phil Peterson, wishing you a good day.